Viewers, shifting focus to the state of Jammu and Kashmir. Now at least 3 people, including 2 children, lost their lives after a landslide hit Jammu and Kashmir's Ramban district on Sunday. Now following flash floods in the area, officials have announced that all schools, colleges and technical institutions of Ramban district will remain closed today. According to the officials, over 200 houses have been damaged due to heavy rain, cloudbursts, high velocity winds, landslides and hailstorms. Take a look at what Jammu and Kashmir has been going through.
All schools and government institutions will be shut today in Jammu and Kashmir's Ramban and Doda districts after heavy rainfall due to cloudbursts triggered flash floods and landslides in the region. At least 3 people, including 2 children, lost their lives after a landslide hit Ramban on Sunday.
हमारी 3 डेथ्स हुई हैं। यहाँ पे सेरी के पास एक बागना विलेज है, उसमें हुई हैं, जिसमें 2 बच्चे थे। घर के दबने की वजह से जो है वो 2 बच्चों की डेथ हो गई अनफॉर्चुनेटली, और प्लस जो है एक ओल्ड एज थे जो है उनकी भी डेथ होगी। दोनों डिफरेंट घरों में थे। तो बाकी जो है वो टाइमली हमारी रेस्क्यू टीम और हमारी जो टीम अलर्ट हुई रात को लगभग 1:15 बजे के बाद, तो उसकी वजह से काफ़ी जो है वो जानों को बचाने में या काफ़ी पब्लिक को जो है वो हमें रेस्क्यू करने में और उनको अलर्ट करने में जो है वो हेल्प मिली, और जिससे कोई जानी माली नुकसान ज़्यादा नहीं हुआ।
Deputy Chief Minister of Jammu and Kashmir, Surinder Chaudhary, reached Ramban to assess the situation following the flash floods and landslides.
तो आगे भी काफ़ी नुकसान है, और अब बनहाल के अंदर भी काफ़ी नुकसान है, धर्मकुंड में काफ़ी नुकसान है, काफ़ी सारे धीरे धीरे, अब क्योंकि पहाड़ी इलाका है, धीरे धीरे इंफॉर्मेशन आ रही है। लेकिन मकसद मेरा आने का यही एक ही है कि ये लोगों को जिताने के लिए कि उमर अब्दुल्ला साहब आपके साथ हैं, ये सरकार आपके साथ है। यही दुआ करेंगे भगवान से और उस अल्लाह ताला से कि माँ वैष्णो ये करे कि अब जो नुकसान हो गया, आगे कोई नुकसान ना हो।
More storms forecasted. Officials have advised residents to stay indoors, avoid traveling through vulnerable routes, and secure livestock and property as a precautionary measure. Meanwhile, the continuous rainfall also resulted in landslides and mudslides at nearly a dozen places between Nashri and Banihal.
Now, the authorities are trying to clear the debris, but what I am picking up from the workers that are working here of the companies, that it will take at least 24 to 48 hours for them to at least get it cleared from one side. So one-way traffic will be resumed after 24 to 48 hours. That is what they assume, but the way it is raining heavily and the weather is not getting a quieter shape, it seems that the situation will deteriorate further, and that's why we are witnessing that not only the NDRF but also the teams from the Jammu of the SDRF and the state police, they have additionally been called into the Ramban to look into every contingency.
Along the Jammu-Srinagar National Highway, prompting traffic to be suspended. In a post on social media platform X, Omar Abdullah extended condolences to the families of the victims and assured that rescue and relief work is underway. The Met Department said that light showers accompanied by thunderstorms, lightning and squally winds are expected to lash Jammu, Kashmir and Ladakh.
Also joining me live on the broadcast is my colleague Gursimran from Ground Zero. Gursimran, you've been tracking each detail of the development since yesterday. Talk to us about how things are different today. Are they looking better? How far have rescue operations reached, which were stopped last evening? Have they resumed? Gursimran.
It's the day 2 of the rescue operations after the flash floods and the mudslides have hit the Ramban district of Jammu and Kashmir. Right now we are in the Karol area. The relief and the rescue operations are yet to resume here in the Karol. As you see that huge chunks of these debris, they are still here. These are somewhat 25 to 30 feet high debris that have come on the Jammu-Srinagar National Highway, and that is making it really very difficult for the authorities to resume, because see, late last night we saw the rescue relief operations going on, and these debris were removed to a large extent. They have cleared somewhere close to 30 to 40 feet of the area, but the rest of the area is remaining, because it's 90 feet area that these mudslides have covered, and they have extensively damaged the area. Because I'll request Sarjeevan to show you that I'm not on a mountain, but it is the Jammu-Srinagar National Highway that has completely been covered with the debris, and as you move you will see that all these big stones that have come from have taken place. This has done a large extent of damage. I'll request Sarjeevan, if we can come to this way, we will show you that one of the vehicles that has completely been trapped in the debris, it was here. It is the transit checkpoint of the Indian Army that was there, of the Sena Police, and one of the vehicles and a complete shed that has completely been decimated in the debris that have come early yesterday morning. And since then, the relief and the rescue operations are underway, and the authorities are trying to ensure that they resume the traffic on the Jammu-Srinagar National Highway. But if we speak of the present scenario, it seems that it is next to impossible that today the traffic will be resumed. Right now, we are on the top of a tanker. This is a 10 to 12 feet high tanker that has completely been submerged into the debris. And I request Sarjeevan to go show that way, that you will see that there was a infrastructure, built-in infrastructure of the Indian Army's transit checkpoint that has to been washed away with these debris that have come from the upper side. So this clearly shows that the situation is grim, but one relief that is coming for the authorities, that it has started opening up. The sunshine, the sun is coming out, which means that the situation will improve. But one more thing, that with the sun coming in, there are likely chances that there will be more landslides, because when the sun comes up, there are chances of the areas that have been prone to the landslides, that the landslides will take place. And that's why it is taking time, and it is becoming really very challenging for the authorities to resume the traffic on the Jammu-Srinagar National Highway, because paramount priority is to save the lives, and the second is to resume the Jammu-Srinagar National Highway as soon as possible, because this is a lifeline to Kashmir. Yes.
Right, Gursimran, thanks very much for getting us those key details. In fact, also speak to us about the rescue operations. How far have they reached? What is the kind of work that is going on, especially in pertinence to the local people who have lost all of their livelihoods to this?
See, as far as the present scenario of the relief and rescue operation is concerned, the prime focus is to save the lives, and second is to resume the traffic on the Jammu-Srinagar National Highway. See, those who have lost their livelihoods, they will be accommodated as per the district administration. They will be suitably accommodated. But for now, the priority remains that those who have lost their houses, those who have lost where to live, those who were living here on the rented accommodation, that all is being given the paramount priority, that they be moved to a suitable locations that is made by the district administration, and so that they can live safely there. And then there will be assessment of the situation. There has been a special monitoring control room that has been made, and there you will see that a portion of the this Jammu-Srinagar National Highway has been cleared in the Karol area. This was a small stretch, somewhat close to 30 to 40 feet stretch that has been cleared, but the major chunk of the highway still remains covered with the debris that is making it really very challenging for the authorities. But the authorities are also trying to ensure that they clear the highway, and also that the lives are saved, and then they will take a decision whether the highway will be restored today evening or tomorrow. But for now, it seems very unlikely that today there will be some restoration of the Jammu-Srinagar National Highway. The priority today remains that there is no further loss of lives, and second is to carry out as much as restoration work, because in the Panthyal there has been a large-scale damage to the Jammu-Srinagar National Highway, which will make it really very difficult to resume the both-way traffic in weeks to come.